Did we break it? Maybe. It's probably still okay. But how do we search inside? Now we can search inside the elevator. Let's go on in. Manually opening the door with my hands and stepping in feels really weird. Diamond conscientiously closes the door once he comes inside. Doesn't leaving an elevator door open concern you? True, I think it was just a habit that I didn't think about it. Still, are those spider webs on the ceiling? Yeah, looks like it. An enclosed area such as this would be a good place to spin a web. Now then, where should we check first? It's a hotel floor guide. It lists the room numbers from the first floor to the 6th. Touching it coats my fingers with dust. So the VIP room is on the 6th floor. It's the only one with a different color. It's the elevator button panel. There are buttons for the first floor to the 5th. I push one of the buttons. As I thought, nothing happens. Wait, is it just me or is something off? It is indeed odd. The buttons only go up to the 5th floor, and yet the floor guide says there's a 6th floor. That is quite concerning. Maybe you can only get to the 6th floor by using the stairs? I don't think so. It says the 6th floor has the deluxe suite. I've never heard of a VIP room that you can only get to using the stairs. That's a good point. They wouldn't make their guests of honor use the stairs. But then, what does this discrepancy mean? I suddenly remember how Banshee was fixated on the elevator. Like someone knew it held a secret all along. In the end, we'll just have to try to get it moving. Huh? Get what moving? This elevator, like what Banshee was saying. Diamond stares at me, his face a mask of utter disbelief. You know how Banshee has mysterious powers. Maybe we just need to bet on them. His idea has a huge hole in it. The problem is how we go about getting it to move. I don't have the slightest idea. I see now. I thought it was going to get irritated with me, but Diamond thinks about something for a while. Then he slowly starts talking. Ichigo, to be honest, I've been giving it a lot of thought since then. A lot of thought to what? Why we survived. Or more, why the spirits were vanquished. I've been considering the reasons. It's surprising to hear him talk about that. He speaks as if recounting something painful. The reason why, it's clear that nothing physical was behind it. I get the feeling they were vanquished for a more meaningful reason. Otherwise that soldier wouldn't have crumbled just one hit with a chisel. Which leads me to one answer. The fights we experienced with the spirits weren't actual fights. More rituals with certain conventions. Rituals. Yes, just like religious ceremonies, rituals that are presented to the spirits. A ritual is a reenactment of something. Obviously, it doesn't actually take place, but maybe going through the motions satisfies those on the other side. Then one's purpose is accomplished. In our case, the spirits were vanquished. Then the marks disappeared. It's all conceptual, but it's a convincing argument, especially for those with personal experience. For example, we vanquished Hanahiko with lipstick and a hand mirror. We were essentially reenacting his memories of his mother. And if you define a ritual as a reenactment, then that means our fights were rituals. I understand that, but we must fix the elevator. That much is clear. But perhaps we only need the ritual. In other words, go through the motions. So he's saying we need to perform some kind of ritual to get the elevator moving. It's almost like playing house. This isn't playtime. Rituals are serious. No adult would get excited over a groundbreaking ceremony. True. If this is the work of a being caught up in some delusion, like the spirits, a ritual might make something happen. The investigation was entrusted to you, therefore I leave the decision to you. Repairing ritual. We notice something odd as we search the elevator. The guide says there's a 6th floor, but the buttons only go up to the 5th. What could that mean? We might just have to try to get the elevator moving like Banshee suggests. But how do we do that? Diamond says something odd, that even if we can't really fix it, if we pretend to, aka perform our repairing ritual, that might work. That's his theory anyway. It's true that I used the same principle to defeat the spirits by releasing them of their grudges, so it's possible it'll work. That should be clues to help us perform the ritual in the hotel, so I need to keep looking. When we return to the 3rd floor, this is interesting. Banshee is there. He's appreciating a painting on the wall and mumbling something. What's so interesting about the painting? What are you doing? You aren't planning on stealing that, are you? Even I can tell this painting ain't worth a dime. I was just giving it a good look-see. These paintings seem to have a specific order to view them. See you. I'm gonna go look somewhere else. Then she disappears towards the stairs. There's a door leading into the bathroom, but it won't open, so it must be broken. I put my hand on the door and try pulling, but it doesn't move at all. I see. Try open it while pushing from another direction. Which direction is that? One not involved with with it opening or closing, so from the side, try pulling on the frame again, and I'll try out my idea. I pull on it again, as I'm told. Diamond puts his hand on the side of the knob and leans his weight towards the hinge. Then, the door, which had stubbornly refused to open, now abruptly pops open. Wow, it actually opened. Just a little life wisdom. I live in an old traditional house, so I deal with my fair share of troublesome doors. Makes sense. You never know what's going to come in handy. There may be something inside. After all, this guest room seems different. Yeah, we should be careful. Open the door to the bathroom. There's a shelf stuck on the wall. I check through all the bottles on the shelf. I find a tube that still has something left inside. Maybe toothpaste? I look at the label. Got Vaseline. White petrolatum, huh? It's used as a lubricant and moisturizers. Huh, might come in handy. The toilet section off with a glass door. The wallpaper isn't particularly dirty either. It looks like it's been taken good care of. I go inside and flush the toilet. The toilet lets out a horrible coughing noise and spits up some black water. When I look up, I notice something stuck on the side of the tank. Find a worn-out talisman. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Got soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. There's a bathroom section off with glass. It looks like it has a rather extravagant bathtub. I step inside and dig around in the bathtub. I immediately notice a large object that looks like a small log. What's this? I stare at it until I realize what it is. Got a wooden horse head. Diamond seems shocked. It might be a little late to be saying this, but you really are impressive, Ichigo. There are dark red stains by the sink drain. It seems to be dry blood. Someone must have lost a lot of blood, going by how much is on the floor. What the hell happened here? Inside the glass case are whips and ropes. They're rather so shoddily made. I doubt they would survive being used. There's an unnatural space along the wall. Going by the stain, it's likely something once hung there. It's an object with an iron cover. I think it's some kind of electrical device. I open the cover and peek inside. I don't know the actual name of it, but I find a device that looks like a circuit board. And of course it's broken. We'll have to fix this if we want to get the elevator moving. Just like the old man said, normally doesn't move without electricity. Of course, we don't have to actually fix it, so long as we can get it moving. We'll only be performing a repairing ritual. That's all we can do. By the way, Ichigo. Diamond's face pales further as he groans. The stuff hanging everywhere? I think it's human hair. Sweat drips down my back. It certainly does look that way. Well, we can only ignore it for now. Yeah, good idea. Trying to put it from my mind, I reach out to the circuit board. Just then, I noticed something weird. What's that noise? When I hold my hand close to the circuit board, I heard a faint buzzing. It's coming from the circuit board. Something might be vibrating inside it. That's often the case with electrical devices. You're right, it's vibrating. Touching the case with my fingers, I can feel the vibration. He was right. The board is vibrating. So that must be why. Diamond nods to himself. There aren't any spider webs here. What do you mean? Nothing. I'd expected this place to be covered with spider webs like the elevator. It was strange to see it wasn't. It's probably because of this noise. Spiders hate small vibrations like this. I've heard that's why they don't spin webs by motors or things like that. Huh. Heh, it's not really relevant. Now, what should we do about this? I take out the contraceptive. This isn't its original purpose, but it's still rubber. If I stretch it, it should work like a rubber band. I stretch the contraceptive with both ends and hook it on the switch. It takes more strength than I expected. I managed to connect the end and fix the switch in place. Huh, you're pretty imaginative. I used the contraceptive to repair the circuit breaker. It's a damaged circuit breaker. I take out the spoon and place it on the bar. Metal conducts electricity, right? I see, so electricity will be able to pass through that. Yeah, I'm not sure it'll actually work, though. It may be enough for what we're trying to accomplish right now. I force the spoon behind the copper bar, and it sticks in place rather nicely. I use the spoon to repair the circuit breaker. Circuit breaker. We found a broken circuit breaker. If we're going to do a repairing ritual for the elevator, we're going to need electricity. But how do we fix it? The breaker vibrates slightly and the metal whines. Diamond claims the vibration is why there aren't any spider webs here. Apparently spiders hate things that vibrate. There's a small keyhole above the operating buttons. I take the emergency keyring out of my bag. and check the keys and ease. On it, I find a small key that has the word fire engraved on it. I stick it in the fire switch. I slowly turn it on the on position, but I can't turn it. It doesn't seem lubricated enough. If I try to force it, it might break. I think that's the right key, but you might need to put some oil on it. I smear the Vaseline around the keyhole. It's nothing more than a replacement for oil, but it might help the key slide better. I take the emergency key ring out of my bag and check the keys on it. Stick it in the fire switch. I slowly turn it to the on position. Something clicks. Then, whoa! The elevator automatically moves to the first floor. Diamond groans as he wipes sweat on his face. I can't believe it. It actually moved. Wait a second. You're the one who suggested we do a ritual. I suppose so. Still, I'm shocked. But now, finally. Yeah, we might be able to go above the 3rd floor. Exactly. I wonder what we'll find. The elevator has stopped at the 4th floor. Looks like we managed to make it up here. Yeah, let's go. The gloomy hallway stretches out ahead of us. It doesn't look all that different from the lower floors. It's her. A red raincoat appears in the darkness. My grip on the flashlight becomes sweaty. That's... Diamond takes a step back. Sir, other people are unnecessary. You're the only one I want to see, sir. I don't like gross or scary things. She's calling me sir again. She seems like she'll listen to what I have to say. I should try asking her something this time. Anything, really. I just need a clue. Anything that can help us save Hiro, who's suffering pain at this very moment. Okay. Mind made up. I take a deep breath, but... Ugh. Diamond stumbles over something and falls. Hey, are you okay? Sorry, nothing's wrong. Huh? Diamond falls silent as he tries to stand. I look over at him and immediately see it. The thing Diamond stumbled over is... Diamond instinctively scrambles back. What is that? Something that looks like a giant cocoon is sticking to the floor. I can see a scarf and hat entangled in a glittering thread. They look familiar. No, it can't be. Banshee? Oh man, you're kidding? Banshee, can you hear me? Please say something. I hear a muffled voice from the cocoon. He's alive. Spiders? I quickly move to shoo them away, but I see a red figure out of the corner of my eye. Diamond's so panicked, he's unintelligible, but I know what he's trying to say. Escaping to the elevator is our only choice. Go, go! Together, we rip Banshee up off the floor. Carrying him like a log, we stumble to the elevator. We fall into the elevator, and I repeatedly slam the button for the first floor. Banshee, can you hear me? Hey, say something. Diamond tries to give Banshee medical treatment. Damn it, he's no longer responding. His body's going rigid. As Diamond focuses on helping Banshee, I see something black squirming by his shoulder. Huh? Diamond? Huh? I blink and suddenly the entire elevator is filled with wriggling shadows. They come in one after another. I bend over and yell loud enough to rack my throat. The spider's vesicles stop moving for a moment. They're still coming. We need something stronger. I take the massager out of my bag, press it against the wall and turn it on. A growling vibration runs through the walls. The spiders suddenly start acting strangely. The creatures vanished instantly, as if they'd only been a mirage. What's going on? Yeah, I was desperate, but I can't believe that thing had a big enough vibration to scare them, as I am puzzling out why. Something slams into the elevator door hard. Hold up and get the elevator going. Right, I need to hit a button. But then I realized I already pushed the button a ton of times. I press the button for the first floor again. It only clicks. This metal box is trending us. Why isn't it moving? Whoa. It's her. Hurry, hurry. It's obvious who she is. Move, move, move. I pray silently as I jam the button. Then we stumble out of the elevator without checking to see where we've stopped. We're in the first floor lobby. Did we escape? Yeah. For whatever reason, the elevator decided to move at the very last second. I doubt my brain actually worked, but I'm not sure what happened. But I think we're safe. I breathe a sigh of relief, and a figure appears in the gloom. Were you guys in here? Eita. We're both virgins, right? Did something happen? Of course something... Wait, Eita, did you call the elevator down here? What? Yeah, I mean, it looked like it worked, so I... Did I do something wrong? Eita holds himself back timidly. It sounds like he thinks I'm mad at him. Diamond silently steps up to him, then suddenly gives him a hug. Thank you, Eita. Well done. If you hadn't been here, we would have... True, you couldn't ask for better timing. He had been more grateful that Suzy contacted Ada. What's most important right now? Oh, that's right. He needs emergency treatment. Come help with him, Ada. Oh, okay. Completely clueless, Ada helps us drag White Lump out the elevator. What is this creepy thing? I hesitate for a moment before I reply, but he should know. Banshee Ito, the old man from the underground shelter. What? What idiot, don't drop him. I don't get back to Kuju Mansion until almost midnight. My exhausted body groans in pain as I collapse onto the sofa. My head feels heavy, like it's in a fog. To top it off, things are worse than yesterday now. Banshee was sent to Diamond's hospital and immediately admitted. He is no longer conscious, and untrained eyes would say he's just sleeping, but he's actually fallen into a deep coma. His condition is very serious. To be honest, I wanted to go along and do something to help, but Diamond chases me out of the hospital. He said I'm overworked and sleep deprived. He just stayed behind at least. Not as it that he's replacing me, but it's good he's there. I'm frustrated with myself for thinking he'd be useless. Once everything is over, I definitely need to thank Suzy. First Hito, and now Banshee. At this rate, even if I keep investigating, if I don't find any clues, thinking about it makes my stomach hurt. Those who might never recover, and that's just assuming their conditions stabilize. If they get worse, something even more terrible could happen. I put my head in my hands and sigh. The red raincoat flashes in the darkness. What should I do? How do I have to keep investigating tomorrow. Once I finish looking through these documents, I should head straight to bed.